'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. Hey gang, welcome to the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and for our 99th episode, we're diving into movie musicals, specifically film adaptations of stage musicals or musicals that originated on film. We're into the holiday season, and what better time than to watch and sing along with your favorite films. As always, we've got 3 rounds of 10 questions each. If you're looking for rules or scorecards, you can find them both at dorkygeekynerdy.com. I think that about covers things, and I hear the overture starting, so let's get started. The Dorky Round. Number 1. In what musical would you find corn as high as an elephant's eye? Oklahoma. Number 2. What movie musical does Wally watch on VHS? Hello, Dolly. It's fitting since Hello, Dolly was the first film released on VHS in the United States. Number 3. From what film did Rex Harrison dedicate his Academy Award win to Audrey Hepburn and Julie Andrews? My Fair Lady. Number 4. Dick Van Dyke played both Bert and Mr. Dawes Sr. in what film? Mary Poppins. Number 5. What Great Depression-era musical was adapted for the big screen in 1982, then again in a modern setting in 2014? Annie. Number 6. What 2019 movie musical was re-released in the same year with updated CGI? Cats. Number 7. Ironically, the debut of what movie musical came several months after Ringling Brothers' Barnum and Bailey Circus ceased doing performances? The Greatest Showman. Number 8. What 2012 movie musical made the unusual choice of recording all the music singing live on set rather than re-recording it in a music studio? Les Miserables. Number 9. What movie musical marked the film debut of Tim Curry? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Number 10. Maria Von Trapp appears as an extra in what 1965 movie? The Sound of Music. The Geeky Round. Number 1. Significant rewrites were made to the 1961 adaptation of what musical to make it less patronizing to the Asian American community? Flower Drum Song. Number 2. Norman Jewison, when brought in to direct what film, said to executives at United Artists, "You know I'm not Jewish, right?" Fiddler on the Roof. Number 3. 2002's Chicago was the theatrical debut of what director? Rob Marshall. Number 4. Vanessa Redgrave replaced Julie Andrews in what fantastical musical adaptation? Camelot. Andrews played Guinevere on Broadway. Number 5. The crew had only 30 minutes between 7:20 and 7:50 p.m. to film the freeway dance number in what movie? La La Land. Number 6. What movie musical had 6 directors, but only Victor Fleming was credited? The Wizard of Oz. Number 7. Gerard Butler had never had a proper singing lesson prior to filming what musical? The Phantom of the Opera. Number 8. Stockard Channing was 33 when she played a high school student in what movie? Grease. Number 9. Who wrote the songs for the movie Labyrinth? Don't overthink it. It was David Bowie. Number 10. Sacha Baron Cohen sang the entire score of Fiddler on the Roof as his audition for what movie? Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. What movie musical was the first film to win a Best Director Oscar for 2 directors? West Side Story. The award went to Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins, though the latter had been fired during production. Number 2. What musical is based loosely on the life of Anna Leonowens? The King and I. Number 3. What actress provided the singing voice for Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady and Natalie Wood in West Side Story? Marni Nixon. She was left uncredited on both films. Number 4. Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin did all their own singing in what 1969 musical? Paint Your Wagon. Number 5. In December 2008, what movie musical became the highest-grossing film in the UK? Mamma Mia. Number 6. Peter Ostrom played the child lead in what 1971 movie and then never acted again? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He is now a veterinarian. Number 7. Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, who wrote the musical for The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, also did the music for what 1986 horror musical? Little Shop of Horrors. Number 8. What 2005 film is a movie about a play based on a play about a play based on a movie? The Producers. Number 9. Tim Burton directed Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter in 2 movies in 2005. The first was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What was the second? Corpse Bride. Number 10. All the songs in the Muppet movie were written by Paul Williams and Kenny Asher, except one. Which one? America the Beautiful. That was written by Catherine Lee Bates and Samuel A. Ward. And that's it for this week's episode. I hope you had fun and maybe found a few new musicals to check out during the holiday season. We'll be back again next week for our, drumroll please, 100th episode. The time really does fly by. Maybe that's just 2020. Here's your clue for next week. As of December 2020, what franchise has no less than 5 TV series in production or pre-production? And I promise this episode is going to be big and fun. I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. This has been the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. You can find me and my other projects at thevoicesinmyhead.com. The music has been by Jason Shaw. You can find his works at audionautics.com. Thanks for listening.